All right.
There we go.
We are live. So, what's the new news this week?
Almost done with the goose flags. So we got the staff painted. Got body fully sewn up. I got to cut the body out now, and then we'll have 2 flags up and running. I want to make another 2 before migratory season comes in.
Gotcha.
You have them with you, Justin?
Out the sunroom.
I'm excited to check them out. It's awesome.
I was going to say Zach's really in the work because he's got those awesome flock of flickers. That'd be a really good yourself YouTube video. That's there.
Well, ooh,
money. All right, go ahead and break it down. Since we're talking about how to save money, you just debuted it. You need to patent it first before
I do.
Steal the idea.
So all we got here, it's a Husky box. They come clear. So they come clear. Little spray paint. Inside we've done tests, so we should have a C. I used a C battery in here, which through the test should last about 10 hours. We tried it with a double A. Double A lasted 3.5 hours. C battery is equal to about a few double A's. Same voltage output. So inside we just have a simple motor from Amazon, battery, and just goes to a switch. Closes up. It is fully waterproof. Snaps all together. And then you just have a switch on it. Stable base. And still working on the design, kind of what we want to do with the top flicker. I've kind of messed around with the triangle, putting it different ways. Just trying to see what's going to look the best for them in the air. But so far, I have almost the third one built, so we'll be good to go.
Money.
And I think it costs the box was $6. A motor kit started on Amazon was like $10, and that got me all the motors I needed. So really, we're in it for less than $10.
Definitely.
There you go.
That'd be good for dove, ducks in a field.
A little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna get together and we're gonna try and make the flags, the goose flags for the it's what do they call them? The goose flicker or whatever the Mim makes.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, I think it goes up and down like this. Right?
No, it spins.
It spins.
It spins.
I thought it went like this. Okay.
I do, but it actually spins.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So the looking more into it, and I was like, the flickering part of it's cool, but it'd be better if we come up with something like the flagging system. Like it's got the base, you got your flag, it's like a jerk cord flag out in the field. So like when you're sitting out, it's going like this,
Mm-hmm.
So what we'll do is we'll probably take and for the flag stuff for that flag, we'll probably use like fiberglass pole or something with a little bit more bend,
Yeah.
And then probably take the landscaping fabric. It's kind of like the Tidex, but it's got like holes in it,
a
little bit distance, so you don't have to board as much. But we'll come up with that. That should be pretty cool too.
Yeah.
So I figure we get 3 of this out there because it's probably going to be. He said he's going to come out, so I'm going to hold him to it.
Yeah.
So if Ryan, Zach, me, and Higgins are out there, you can be working. The ones on the ground, you can be flagging our essentially, I guess it'd be a pit blind, well, an A-frame / pit blind that we're making. So
yeah, I'd pretty much just been I got the motor almost. Well, yeah, it's pretty much done except for I'm waiting for the shaft to come in, the dry shaft, and then the boat's done.
Mhm.
I need to work on some long lines because we're going to be hunting a crap ton of divers out here.
Yeah.
Trying to think of what else. Just been talking to people all around the state. So, like Jason, the Boondocker Adventures that's in the chat right now, talking to him. I'm gonna be hunting with them on opening day in November for big ducks. And then I talked to Chase earlier today, and we talked about where we're gonna wood duck hunt at. So I don't know. Everything's in the works right now. It's just all over the place. So I'm trying to get out to East Tennessee, then obviously hunt places close to the house, and then also venture out west. So that way, I can kind of show like, I don't know, just a little piece of Tennessee and how it's done out here.
Yeah. Well, ever since you got me that awesome On X, I've been marking spots left and right. So
I bet you're gonna fall in love with it. Once that subscription goes loose, I'm gonna have to get you another one. That'd be like my yearly thing I buy for you for your birthday.
yeah, I know, right?
You pretty much got a lifetime supply of On X.
It's an awesome. It's like the gift that keeps on giving. It's like the Jelly of the Month Club and Christmas Vacation. That's a gift that keeps Clark the whole year.
It'd be almost like when can y'all hear the baby in the background screaming?
Yeah, that's all good.
Hopefully it's not too distracting, but it's almost like one of my old Christmases back when I was a kid, getting petroleum jelly and socks and toothbrush and toothpaste and stuff for Christmas.
Oh, God.
I was like, "What'd you get for Christmas?" He's like, "I got Vaseline." I'm like, "Vaseline."
Oh, my childhood.
What I told him next after that, but
Oh man, here it is. Here it comes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
But
yeah, I mean, as for topics of saving money for waterfowl hunting, if y'all got any tips and ideas in the chat, I'll highlight them up there on the screen. But we'll keep rolling along. So I got talking to this guy. We'll leave it at that. I got talking to this guy that lives up in Dover, and he offered. Well, he didn't offer it yet. He put the idea up after I said what I was going to do because the way that the laws are with the WMAs is it's kind of different between each WMA to where sometimes you can go and you can find your own spot as long as it's 200 yards away from other built blinds and you're able to hunt that place. Well, there's multiple WMAs across the entire state that you can do that. Dover happens to be one of them, but it's kind of like the unspoken truth of the place down there, and nobody does it. So after I brought it up to him, it kind of created I don't know. It kind of created a little scuffle. We went back and forth on Facebook about it on Messenger, and I eventually got him calmed down because I was like, "Look, I'm not planning on doing this. If he's hunting in this particular blind, I won't do it. But if he's not hunting in it, then I will do what I said I'm going to do because I know, like in that area where the birds land all the time." And he eventually, I got him calmed down, and it sounded like he's going to keep my name in the back of his mind for this certain blind that him and all of the rest of the family drew because they put in almost like 1,000 of them in that family that put in like for the drawing up there at Dover, and they got pretty much all the blinds are all spoken for except for this one, and he said that they don't know what they're going to do with it yet, and he'll keep my name in the back of his mind for when the season comes, and pretty much hopefully I can just take it over.
Right on.
So we'll see what happens. I don't know.
Yeah.
have anything that scandalous up here in Virginia, so
Yeah.
Well, I feel like I got a honey hole with that father-in-law's 50 acres on that private lake, but me and Justin need to get down there and we need to assess the situation down there. But I think we could actually do pretty good down there. It looks like a pretty good sized lake. Probably about 200-acre lake.
Yeah.
And it's only, from what I've looked on X, because I haven't been down there yet, but it looks like it's only about 5-6 parcels that technically have right away to the lake. 5 or 6 other landowners.
Mm-hmm.
So it might be something pretty private that we can jump on and maybe just absolutely just slay them down there.
Yeah. Y'all really need to try out that one place that I keep sending you.
Oh, already marked, so we good.
Yeah, he's got it all marked up.
Yeah.
That's the
in there too. We're gonna yak in, so
perfect. Yeah, I'd get out there like almost like a week prior to the season, just take a peek at it.
Mm-hmm.
And
well, I don't know about yakking in. I think we're going to John boat that 14-footer on in there.
That'd be awesome if we get it.
I'm gonna message the guy again tonight after a couple beers. The old lady already approved of it, so we might be good to go.
No, okay.
Is it the Goosebuster boat?
This is a different one. This is like a straight, but like old school, like 1994 John boat. I told Stalls, I said, want to get up in where it's shallow and stuff like that. All we're gonna do is crack it wide open, get it in plane, and jump that thing. So
she's rough, but you know what? The guy is a duck hunter himself. And he saw some of our posts and saw your actually YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And saw me posting about it. And he's like, well, I'm a duck hunter myself. And I used it to get to a little small. I guess he used it to get to an island somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
He was, I don't know if he was jump shooting them off an island. He's doing something near an island on some lake. I don't know where. But that's what he was using it for, to move his decoys back and forth.
Yeah.
So if we get that, we'll be set. I think it's going to be bogged down.
Strip it, paint it, put a motor on it, and be good to go.
It comes with a 45 horse or 45 foot-pound or thrust, whatever, little electric motor. But we can get ourselves a little Johnson 99 or something. We'd be all right.
That'd be cool.
You just make yourself a mud motor.
I could Harbor Freight and give me that shaft and everything, just rare on with it.
Like the engine is cheap.
Yeah.
Building the frame is cheap. Yeah, I know when y'all got a welder.
I think Justin might have something.
Just whip that thing together.
Welder somewhere.
If not, they sell JB Weld every day. And
oh god.
Hey, we're talking saving money tonight. If you can't fix it with duct tape and WD-40, you can't fix it.
Oh man.
But yeah, it ain't nothing to make one.
Mm-hmm.
So, and they got all the kits and all that sort of stuff. They even who came out with it? I think it was Swamp Runner or Mud Buddy or something. I don't know. One of them. They came out with a clutch now that you can attach to the engine, the Harbor Freight engine, and still have it like not mess up the mount, which I think is pretty cool. So I was actually thinking about getting that just in case if like I like out there solo and fall off or something like that, and prop still ain't spinning. So
yeah. On that note, always wear a life preserver. I don't care if you're kayaking, on a boat, anything. There's been a lot of deaths with outdoorsmen. You're always kayaking on the river, fishing. The experience, this, that, but no matter when you roll and you hit your head on a rock, you're done.
Yep.
Keep your life jacket on. It's going to keep your head above water.
Yep.
That's something I don't skimp on at all. I mean, I always, when my father lived in the Outer Banks, it was every week in the news. Every week, tourist died. Someone died. Watercraft, related.
Yeah.
No life jacket ever.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like wife standing right outside the door, the baby crying on purpose. That's what it sounds like. Yeah, Lord. Can't catch a break.
I will say one thing. One thing to not save money on: don't buy calls off Facebook yard sales. That's just nasty.
I definitely could not do that.
I don't know.
I could ever do
Limited edition calls on eBay and stuff. So
that. Oh God!
Mm.
Boil that thing in water.
Yeah, definitely.
you wash it with some Dawn.
Throw a whole bunch of hand sanitizer all over it too.
Y'all remember that crap in grade school where you had to play those recorders or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and all they did was just wipe them old nasty things down with alcohol wipes, and you'd be blowing on the same damn one that some third grader did about 10 minutes ago.
Yep.
Oh God!
That's why we're immune to everything now.
Oh, all right. Here, y'all may actually give me some ideas for this. I just got this question in the chat. So he's like, since we're saving money, any saving money ideas for floating blind ideas?
Well, I know personally what I would do. So, there's a guy on YouTube, Chris Nicholas. He does the Outdoor Boys YouTube channel, and he was an attorney around here, and really cool guy to talk to. And he actually made it's like a floating houseboat, but essentially what he did was he took, the gray, like 15-gallon totes you can get from Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
He mathematical equation that you can like compute, like, you have so many pounds and this, that, and the other. And like, he built this platform on these, essentially these plastic bins. And I mean, like he and his kids like camped out for a couple of days on this thing and fished, and they actually put like a trolling motor on it. It was really cool. So that's probably what I would do. And the cool thing he was saying was he got the idea. He was working with a Boy Scout troop, and they were actually going through like small and stuff with it. I mean, I wouldn't take it through Kelly's Ford or anything like that, but he said the cool thing about the totes is if you break one, you can always just go out and get another one. Like you're not out anything. You can $7 and you can get another tote. So
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So I know where he plans on putting this floating blind, and it's going to be anywhere from like 8 to 10 feet deep, and we're not going to be that close to like trees or that close to the actual land. I think we may be able to get close to some trees, but the idea has been tossed around of using like the 55-gallon drum, the plastic ones.
Yep.
And then getting the other idea is getting the black, like almost flat ones where they're like, I don't know how to explain it. They use them for like docks and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, the tile type looking ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So,
for cost effectiveness, I mean, I know you talked about the plastic ones. Plastic ones are hard to come by. A lot of big companies still use metal. I know the John Deere dealership here, local to us, can't even give them away, the 55-gallon metal ones.
Yeah.
Of course, you're going to lose your weight in the metal. It's going to be a little bit heavier, but it's free. I mean, if we're doing cost effectiveness, free. Throw some plywood on it. String them together.
and the whole thing with stringing them together, would you just use a ratchet strap?
They can pop out still. I would probably what I would do.
I'm telling you, man, you got to check out this plastic tote thing. Seriously.
You think the totes would be tough enough though, like throughout the season?
Yeah, I do.
And with like 6 to 8 guys standing on it?
Yeah. I'll send you a link, and then you can send it to your buddy.
Yeah.
And check. I'm telling you, man, it's like legit. It's not like one of these, like, what they call clickbait or whatever.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I would seriously do that.
Because, I mean, if that will legit work, I'll probably make one for myself.
That's what I would do. I'd make one first, and if it works, you can make a bigger one. But yeah, this dude, he had it to where he could collapse everything down, put it on a trailer, take it to wherever he was going, and then he would put it together. Essentially, he had like hinges and stuff, and latches. Yeah. That's how it was together. And he would just hinge and latch everything together, and he was good to go.
That's interesting.
Yep.
Yeah. See,
Yeah, the wheels turning now.
if I were doing that 55-gallon thing, I'd probably just. I mean, what you probably need 8 to 9.
I
Make
said
sure.
I was originally saying 6 to 8.
Yeah, and then I would lay 2x4s across, run a 4-inch lag that's going to run through into the metal drum because it's the top side of the drum.
Yeah.
If that goes underwater, you're already way overweight and you're going under anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So your water shouldn't go through there. Run your 2x4s across, plywood over top, call her a day.
Yeah.
Then brush it on in, whatever you got to do.
Yeah, because out here you have to have like a solid wall, and then it also has to be brushed in, and all this has to happen. I think it's by the end of October, something like that, because you're not allowed to go on the WMA like 5 days prior to the start date, and then they have a certain date where they go out and they actually like check the blinds to make sure that they're good enough, I guess.
Man, I thought our laws were crazy. That's pretty wild right there.
Yeah, it's strange. So, and then out here, like, you got guys that use floaters, with like pontoon boats and stuff. So when you turn around and you draw on a WMA, you end up in the same suit like I was last year, having to either build one yourself or bring something out there. But I don't know. I'll just look that guy up on Facebook or on.
I'll send it to you. I was trying to send it. I'm on my phone now because I don't have like the whole computer knowledge thing how to do this. But yeah, I'll text it to you. Yeah, but it's really interesting. Like he like even put a freaking room on there. Like they had cots in there and they had like a little stove and it was really cool. I mean, I know you're not gonna. Yeah, I know you're not gonna load it down like that. So I mean.
Yeah.
To me, I think it'd work. And I mean, it's stable enough. They're walking around, setting hooks and, on big catfish and stuff. So it's not like it's like tippy or anything.
Yeah. Let me ask you this on so far as anchoring it. Mm-hmm. Do you think a 5-gallon buckets filled with concrete and already like dried up and have a rope ran off each of them off each corner? Do you think that will hold it in place?
I don't even think you need that much, man.
Yeah, are we talking a lake or are we talking like moving?
It's pretty much on a big lake.
Oh yeah, you only need one of those.
I don't want it to spin. That's the thing.
Right. Yeah, I do two anchors and probably just half a 5-gallon bucket because you think once you sink that 5-gallon bucket, the water's going to fill up the rest. So, and then it's going to be lighter,
So you don't think that I need to fill it full of concrete for the extra weight?
I'd fill it halfway up and then let the water fill up the rest. That'll give you extra.
Yeah.
Because you think that the water with the buoyancy, that the water is filling up the rest, then that's like dead weight. You know what I mean? It's not like extra weight to like hold it in place. Oh.
I still think you'd be all right, dude. I mean, even if it goes on its side, it's going to dig into that mud.
Yeah, that's true too.
Because you think about it, okay? It's 8 pounds a gallon with just water, so that's not concrete. So I mean, 2.5, filling that up 2.5 gallon. That's 16. That's 21 pounds right there, just half filled with concrete. That's not including. Well, that's water, so concrete's going to weigh more.
Yeah. Yeah, see, old Matt from Daddy Duck is saying Cajun anchors or studs. I think I know what that is. It's where they just, it's almost like that big, long-ass metal stake, and you just drive it.
Yeah, they do that at Lake Anna. It's like they use the sand spikes. They screw them down. Someone swims down and screws them down into the ground.
Mm-hmm. See, the other thing that Jason was thinking about is he's got like these metal pipes, these galvanized pipes, and then using a the dry fence post.
Fence post driver, yeah.
So to drive it down up in there and using that as like our stake, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Got some playing around to do, but we're gonna go out there on the 20th and take a look at the actual spot.
Now, let's change subjects. I don't want to overrun you, Chris, but
No, it's fine. Go ahead.
what are things you think that you shouldn't skimp on as far as money wise for waterfowl hunting?
That's a tough one because there's pretty much everything I bring is like essential. I don't really bring too much that isn't.
One thing you probably shouldn't buy used. You shouldn't buy a second. I mean, besides calls, we already talked about that. But
Yeah, but
buy
so
second
something that you shouldn't buy used.
Yeah, I shouldn't buy second hand. Try to skimp or save money on.
Yeah,
Yeah. Try to buy the best you can afford. I think is what he's trying to say.
gotcha. Interesting, because I am like a secondhand, make it yourself kind of guy, and a baller on a budget.
Yeah.
I already know what I'm going to say. Y'all probably already know what I'm going to say.
Go ahead and give me some time to get off the duck blind thing to get my wheels turning for this, and then I'll have my answer.
I'm going to say shotgun.
Okay.
So, and the reason I say a shotgun is, again, like we talked about, if you buy a shotgun and it doesn't fit, you're probably going to end up buying another one. So there's another $300, $400, $500 or whatever you want to buy. But also too, buying used, don't buy an off the wall brand shotgun. One, you can't get parts for, and two, you can't get chokes for. So you're going to have to pay. Like, I'm not saying old or cheap shotguns don't work, because they do. I'm not.
Most ogres, pretty much.
But what I'm saying is, trying to find parts for an 870 opposed to a TriStar, it's going to be like night and day, because everybody makes 870 parts. TriStar, not so much.
Mm-hmm.
So you're essentially paying for that name for the 870. So, I mean, I would say, like with a shotgun, right off the bat, buy once, cry once. Get the best you can with what you got. Buy a shotgun that fits. Pump shotguns, as a rule of thumb, are cheaper than semi-auto shotguns. And they're also simpler too. So if something breaks, like you and I can probably fix it. Whereas like with a semi-auto shotgun, you're going to have to take it to a gunsmith or something.
Mm-hmm.
And again, look for a shotgun with a removable choke. And, there's a lot of older shotguns that have a fixed choke. And you kind of limit yourself to what you can and can't shoot with that shotgun.
Yeah.
And look for like a lot of your shotguns, like your Winchesters, your Brownings, and all that stuff, will use a similar choke. Like my Franchi and my Benelli Supernova use the same choke. So, they're kind of interchangeable in a way. So just check out the type of threads it has on it for your choke. Buy black shotguns as opposed to camo shotguns. We all three have experienced that. I mean, they're usually about $100 cheaper if you get them in the black as opposed to getting them camo or whatever. And when you get them in black, you can also either Duracoat them like Stalls did his, rattle can them like did his Benelli, or like you can Cerakote them. And all of them have their pros and cons. People say, oh, you rattle can it, you're going to ruin a shotgun, or Duracoat it, you're going to ruin it, or Cerakote, you can't take it off. Each of them have their pros and cons, and I mean, we could spend the whole episode and just talking about shotguns, but you can customize it to you. Camouflage here for me might not work for Chris.
Yeah.
So, and with the chokes, can't go wrong with Carlson choke. There's some of the cheaper chokes out there, and I'm telling you, man, can't go wrong with them. And then
I like
Chris. Chris actually found this out using factory chokes, like the modified before he got his Kicks High Flyer. Like his modified flush stock choke actually shot better than his Pattern Master.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So
a whole lot better.
I like what
Whole lot
TRI said about good waders. I never thought I didn't think about that at all.
Yeah.
But it sucks being cold. I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell them about your first pair of waders, Chris.
Oh, my first one. So they were the super cheap. I think I paid what, $30 for them from Cabela's.
Yep.
And they were the stocking ones. So you had to buy like the boots to go with it.
But he wouldn't do that.
So I wouldn't do it. I was like, nah, man. Like, I don't need no freaking boots. I can just wear normal shoes or something with them. Well, we go out on the first time and, I'm like, oh, well, I'll just throw my shoes in there with me. And I forget my shoes at the house. Well, the only extra pair of shoes I had were Crocs. So I was like, all right, well, I'll just throw on the Crocs. It won't be that bad. The neoprene, keep me warm. I'll be fine. And we turn around, we get out there in the water. And, of course, the Crocs want to float. So every time you go to walk, it's like pulling up on your feet. And they kept wanting to come off. Oh, my goodness. I think they froze one time because it got so cold it actually froze to the neoprene.
Yeah, I thought you took a jackhammer out there in the blind with your teeth chattering.
It was bad, man. Not one thin slate worth of warmth in that thing. But yeah, I ended up selling them. Did I sell them? Yeah, this is the pair I sold. I sold to this guy who ended on going like fly fishing in like Pennsylvania or something. I don't know. He had some like wild story, the reason why he was buying it. And he asked me if they leak. And I said, no, they don't leak because I only wore them once. And then that threw a bunch of red flags up for him because he was like, you only wore them once. Why'd you do that? I was like, oh, well, I bought them because I'm into waterfowl hunting. And like the face that he gave me was like instant. You could see it on his face, like he wanted to call me like a dumbass right at the beginning. But it was pretty funny. Now I got my my breathables. Yeah, buddy. Just hates the breathables.
I swear, dude, those things are so dangerous. They really are.
They're warm. They keep me dry.
Yeah, I know they're warm. Yeah, they're dry until you sweating your off. When you got to hike 3 miles to where you hunt. Oh yeah, I got breathable waders. I don't need my boots. All right, Chris. All right. You do you, man. Next thing I know, he's wearing a belly shirt and he's walking barefoot out there in the field, dragging his jet sled along, about ready to freaking pass out from dehydration.
Oh, Lord. Well, I'm going to get cheesy with you. And people are going to probably be like, why the hell did he pick this? But I'm going to say, don't skimp out on the super cheap pair of sunglasses.
Never thought about that.
Because I learned this last year because I always had like the Walmart, like Barkley ones, it was supposedly polarized and all that sort of stuff. And they broke on me. And when I went without wearing sunglasses up there, of course, we're staring at the sky, and on a, blue sky day with not a cloud up there, and we're sitting here staring at the sky, you're going to kill your eyes. So I ended up dropping, how much did I spend for those? I think I paid $60 for the sunglasses I got now. And it's got like the band coming off the back. It's 100% polarized. They're a little bit bigger. So that way, when I'm looking around, I'm not like catching light coming from the edges. And I'd say it's been one of the better investments that I put in for it. That and hearing protection too. Hearing protection's the other one. That's why I was kind of torn in between the two.
Yeah.
Because my Peltors, well, not Peltors, what do y'all call them? The
walkers.
Yeah. Sorry, Peltor is something that we used to talk on the radio. But Yeah, those Walker game ears turn that thing all the way up where you can talk to your buddies and not scream, and then it turns around and kills all the sound once you start shooting. Pretty badass.
Yep.
Oh yeah. So Matt from Batty Duck says, "Don't get the mirrored sunglasses. Get the dark colored." Remember old Bobby guy with his video? He was I think he was snow goose hunting, and he had like those fancy color frames with the reflective blue, like mirrored, like sky blue lenses in them. And so many people are in the comments for like, "What the hell is wrong with your sunglasses? That's why you are flaring birds."
Old Bobby guy.
Mm-hmm. I'm going through the comments.
We'll be clearing this.
Yes, it's TRI. Agreed with you, Justin. You said find a reliable shotgun in your price range.
Yeah.
Buying
Mossberg 930.
Mossberg 930.
Buying used decoys is a good way to save money.
I did that.
So that's another thing that we got to do with Stalls. He's got those goose decoys that we got to clean up and paint before the season.
Yep, you gotta do that. But I also got to, found one guy. He had brand new decoys. He's like, "Oh, I got into it for one season," and they were still in the plastic, brand new shells. I paid $50 for a set of brand new shells.
Hmm.
So I mean,
how many? Half dozen?
The whole dozen.
A dozen. That's a steal.
$50.
Yeah.
So I mean, you can't be wrong.
I give you 55 for
one. Oh, I like that. Wear a mask or face paint. We learned that pretty quick. They were seeing the whites of our faces.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, Chris here tell about wearing face paint. No,
Oh God, here we go. I struck a nerve here.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I'm not wearing face paint. I wore face paint.
Yeah. I hate wearing face paint.
I have the mask. I like the Drake, of course. We all know that, but I have the face mask, and I have a light one and a heavy one.
Yeah.
And then I also have my old man's. Justin knows this. The one I wore this past season. That old, looking like a dang like Spetnok Russian soldier out there. That old looking thing, old raggedy thing. But hey, that was back in the '90s, man.
I'm telling you, man, can't go wrong with face paint.
No,
just the face paint. I just hate having to like scrub my face afterwards.
Yeah,
like
but
being in the army, like they make you wear that crap all the time. It gets old.
Just sleep in the next day, might as well.
Now, what I will say though, the benefit of wearing face paint is if you wear glasses and you wear a face mask, that hot air that comes up out of your nose and mouth will turn around and fog up your glasses every single time. What's the other things? Calling. Sometimes they mess up your calling too.
I tell you, and I'm going to sound weird on this, but if I'm wearing a face mask, like when I shoulder my shotgun, it just doesn't feel right because I'm not used to shooting with a face mask on.
Yeah.
You feel that plastic over against your cheek or that wood?
Well, it's weird. Like my shotguns, I know, like when my cheek hits a certain part of that shotgun, I call me weird, but I know once my cheek rests on that one spot, like I'm lined up and I'm good to go.
Yeah.
So
we got Dad does a Duck Commander face paint. I'm gonna look this up.
Oh yeah, that's good stuff right there.
Is it?
They call it the war paint.
Justin, you got to experience this. How was the that one face paint stuff that I got you, the Hardy face paint?
Oh, I love that stuff. That stuff's great. Like
good.
I used it all up last year. I wish I would have gotten like 3 or 4 tubes of it.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it was like, was it
Uh,
super easy to clean off, like what they say?
It wasn't as easy as it was. Clean it off. It's way easier. It's not like a grease, kind of like the Duck Commander stuff. It's more like a latex paint, like it peels off, or like you can take your hand and like, kind of just like roll it off,
Yeah.
So,
Gotcha.
but
Yeah,
I'm kind of like Daddy Duck.
Yeah.
I like the Duck Commander War paint. That's my favorite face paint, just because I mean it stays on, it stays pliable, and you can just keep smearing it on your face.
I got it in my cart right now on Amazon.
There you
$7.99.
Give me a tube there, man.
I got 2 tubes ordered now.
That's what I'm talking about. That's that overtime money right there.
Stuff.
We getting a boat. We getting face paint. We getting the OR3 parts.
Better start working some
I'm
more
telling you,
overtime.
man, have you a couple more of them orange juice drinks you drinking right there. Order me one of them Oregon kits. Or that pumpkin spice lattes that y'all drink.
Hey, there ain't nothing wrong with the PSLs. You better leave them out of this discussion.
I like what Daddy said. Don't skip on them baby wipes. I always pay a pack of them dude wipes with me.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with that.
Yeah, I like that.
Never fail.
Shea butter. Shea butter's my favorite.
And a little bit of Gold Bond powder.
Justin, you never had shea butter before? The shea butter baby wipes?
I mean, y'all talking about pedicures, manicures, and shea butter and all that stuff. I mean, I'm sorry, I drink my coffee black, and I'm not a big
face in dirt.
wipe with sandpaper.
Yeah. Oh, that's another thing too. That's another thing too on saving money for waterfowl. Always carry toilet paper, because I don't know how many socks I've left in the swamp.
Yeah,
and those wool socks are expensive.
I just use baby wipes for that. Use it for your face. Use it for wiping off your hands. Wiping.
Yeah, there you go.
One thing I'd say also don't skip on is good ammunition. Can't go wrong with good ammunition.
I think you should get a case of that tungsten.
Oh, hey, I worked a lot of overtime, but I ain't doing all that now.
Go ahead and send
$500 for a case.
Come on, Hammer.
We got.
That's uh-oh.
We got the good stuff right there.
Bingo. Can't go wrong with it.
We're shooting some 3-shot, 12 gauge, 3-inch.
That's what I killed all my ducks with last season.
All right.
Yeah.
But I mean, shells are like anything else. Like, you get a bird within 20 yards of you, it don't matter if you're shooting the Bass Pro, $10 a box, or you're shooting the most top of the line, meat eater where you're paying almost $60, $70 for a box, box of shells. Yeah. But you get them at like 30, 35 yards, and that's when you really start to see a difference. I'm reaching out to 40, definitely. But
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, Kent, that you need to crack open a Kent shell and compare it to a different, just a shell laying around like the Super X, the Walmart one, and look at the shell, the shot difference.
I got an Aquila right here, made in Mexico. So that's gonna be a heck of a difference.
But the guy was talking about used decoy stuff. A lot of times they don't come with the weights.
Yeah.
So one way, not only to save money but to save weight on the walk-in, is there's an old trick where you can take, like the tar bank line, like your trout lines. Use that as your decoy line, and then put you a Ranger band out of a bike wheel inner tube, and you use a rock for a weight. So you actually take wrap it around your decoy, and then you take that band and just put it around his neck, and it keeps it from getting tangled up. And then you take it off, you find a rock or whatever, or like if you keep it next to the bank, you string it on like a log there or something.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, it'd be
And
cheap
I
weights.
am going to Outer Banks this weekend, Justin. So if you need any lead weights, give me a holler and I'll get them over at TW's.
Yep. That's another thing you can use. Weights. That's what we used to use. The pyramid sinkers.
Yeah,
They hold good, not better.
4 ounces.
You can get real redneck with it and just use big ass lug nuts.
You can get real redneck and just get some cups and fill a little concrete in them and put a little hook in them and
Yep.
make your own
This
weights with a
coming,
little
from,
concrete.
this coming from the guys who drink pumpkin spice latte. If you want to get real country, you use spark plugs
Oh, God.
or road. That's country right there.
Take the spark plugs out of your engine when you park to go duck hunting, and then put them bad boys back in. When
Oh,
you're
Hey, don't think Ryan and I have done that before. We're scared we won't get home one time.
Oh, hey, y'all were talking about earphones earlier. Howard Light by Honeywell. These are on Amazon. They're like $40. These are the ones that same thing. They silence it and you can hear your buddies talking, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
You can also plug it in and listen to music at the same time.
Oh, that's
if
pretty
you
cool.
want to. But yeah, these are the ones I bought me and my wife. Howard Light by Honeywell. I think they're like $40-$45 on Amazon. And
Now, do you listen to question stalls on those headphones right there? What's that?
What's that?
I said question on those headphones there. So when you listen to Justin Bieber there, are you still drinking your pumpkin spice latte?
It's too much mixing together all at once. So it's either one or the other.
What, one or the other? What's it, Spice Girls or Justin Bieber?
I can only do one at a time. Too much for doing both of them. There's probably some viewers out there right now that probably like pumpkin spice lattes, you know?
Mm-hmm. Now, Justin, like I said, you drink a pumpkin spice latte with me out there in the blind, and then I'll eat some those hot sardines.
Man, like I said, you ain't been in the struggle long enough. You don't know what Louisiana sausage is and sardines and Louisiana hot sauce, hot coffee tastes like at 4 o'clock in the morning. That's a good breakfast right there. You put those on a honey bun, man, you are good to go.
Oh, God, I don't even want to smell what's going to come out 2 hours.
I've seen them do it. And I almost yak every time. I can handle it.
Do you remember we were sitting there in the blind, and I mean, it's pitch black dark. You know, we get our decoys set out, cut our headlamps off, everything's quieting down, and you hear Chris say, "What in the heck is that smell?" And he looks over there and he says, "Are you eating sardines?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "It's 4:30 in the morning." I was like, "Hey, man, you gotta do what you gotta do."
I don't know what's going to. I think the worst smell I've ever smelled out there with you was that damn coyote lure crap that I bought at Cabela's for $8.
Oh, that was awesome.
Oh, God. It was like ground up rotted liver of something, and you were supposed to spread it on trees and stuff nearby.
Now, you know, it'd be hilarious if you put it in like one of your buddy's trucks when it's about 100 degrees like it was today. And just let her eat.
No.
and just wait back and just be like this. And he crack that door open, that thing hit him like a hot, stove oven mitt.
It was cold when we were out there hunting, and it still smelled terrible. I mean, and then you wanted me to take a shot at that damn barn cat.
Yeah, okay. Uh-huh.
All we saw was red eyes. He's like, "Shoot it." I'm like, "I don't know what it is. I ain't shooting it." All we saw was red eyes on the red lights. We were shooting with ARs.
I believe you were the one that was saying that, and I said, "Wait a minute here now. Let me see if I can zoom in on this thing."
It's like I'm gonna shot that guy's decoy turkey hunting.
Oh Lord,
we're learning around here. We're learning. It's baby steps.
Yeah.
That's right. To go back to the coyote thing, could you imagine baking it? You turn around and you're in there. You turn around and like plug your nose, hit the lock on the doors, and then cut the heat on real fast.
Oh God! Ooh.
Where'd you learn that trick?
We'd be driving down the road. Next thing you know, Justin roll up the windows, and I'm like, "Oh, he's gonna put on the AC," not thinking nothing about it. He turns around and hits the window lock, locks the doors, cuts on the heat, and rips one. I mean, I'm telling you, dude, it sounded like it came from like the gates of hell. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh my God. And it just hits you. Not just the stench, but it gets sucked through the AC. Temperature goes up on it and then blown right into your face. Oh my God, dude. I was puking in my mouth. It was bad. I was about to die.
I like in the comments that TR Outdoors, we got, oh man, he's gone. It's just me and Justin now.
No, okay.
Look, spicy pickled bologna. I could go for some of that. No, Chris, you're gone now. You're out. Me and Justin run the channel now.
We'll have fun with those weekly uploads.
I was saying, TRI said that the spicy pickled bologna. That kind of sounds kind of good.
Yeah, it does sound pretty good.
I could go for that with some mayonnaise and some pepper on a sandwich.
Liver pudding, is that like the potted meat?
Probably. I was like, I don't know.
'Cause I've had the potted meat before, and it's pretty good.
Can't go wrong with a little scrapple, spam, all that Vienna sausages. It's all the same.
Scrapple's not a thing out here.
What?
You can't find it. They don't even know what it is. Half the time when you ask the people,
You can't get like grocery, like a Food Line or nothing?
Nope. Food Line, Walmart. They got a whole bunch of Publix. We went all over the place. The only way that we're able to get it is my wife's mom and dad has to mail it to us, or we end up picking it up from one of the grandparents' house when we're out there in Virginia.
That's nuts. So no, like little small town, little diner sells it or nothing.
Nope. I even asked the butcher shop that I go to, and I was like, y'all ever get like your hands on like Scrapple or anything like that? And they're like, no, what is that?
Everything but the orange, dude. Just throw it all in there and grind it up, man, and give it to me.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
Hey, I tell you, there's nothing better than the corner deli there in Remington and getting a nice scrapple egg and cheese sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
That's,
it originated up there in Pennsylvania.
We ain't gonna talk about that. That's a northern state.
I was doing history on it. I was like, how come nobody in the South, like, this is considered a southern state? Like, isn't that like a southern meat? Scrapple? Like, I feel like it's not the rednecks who eat it.
Yeah, you think.
Nope. Apparently not.
Yep.
That's crazy. I ain't never heard of something such like that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the saving the money thing with the do-it-yourself projects, because I was kind of thinking about this today. It's like, when you're doing the do-it-yourself projects, everybody gets up in the Pinterest and the YouTube and like, oh yeah, I can do this and I can do that. Yep. But you got to ask yourself like 4 questions when you're doing do-it-yourself projects. Can you make it cheaper than buying it? Can you make it better than store-bought? Are you making it because you cannot buy it in the store? And making something to enhance your experience. And like the example I chose was a goose flag. I can't make it for $20, so I can go to Rogers and buy a goose flag for $20. But I can make it better than the ones I bought because we went through, I think, 3 flags last year running traffic. Mm-hmm. And it's just the fabric that they use. I mean, I know why they use it. It's light. It catches a lot of wind. It gives you a lot of motion, but it just doesn't last. You can buy goose flags around here. There are places that don't sell goose. I mean, sometimes you gotta make it. I mean, now that you have Amazon and all that stuff now, but even still, Amazon, it's getting kind of sparse on stuff they have.
Yeah, and
it really does enhance your experience because, I mean, when I shot all those geese over the silos that I made, I mean, there's a big sense of satisfaction from tricking Mother Nature.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it really does enhance the experience. But, the thing about it too is it's like calls. The whole handmade calls and the do-it-yourself stuff go hand in hand because you have essentially a cottage industry that makes these duck calls. Like JT and all that stuff. I mean, he's getting bigger, but he's still a smaller, let's say, like Duck Commanders Inc. or Rich Tone or something like that.
Yeah.
But I was thinking about it, and I couldn't remember what it was called, and I was actually able to track it down today. It's called the unattainable triangle. So you can only have, it's essentially a triangle. It's good, cheap, and fast. So you can only have two of them. If you can have three of them, you broke the code, and you can be a Phil Robertson in what you do and how you make it. And that's how you make money. Making goose flags, calls, decoys, or anything. So it can be good and cheap, but it won't be fast. Good and fast, but it won't be cheap. And fast and cheap, but it won't be good. So that's the thing you got to remember when you're doing do yourself stuff, or you're ordering and supporting these smaller businesses, is that you can only have two of those three things. So I just wanted to throw that out there. I thought it was kind of cool.
What was that call? What collar you told me to buy?
Which one? Me or Justin?
Justin was.
Oh, the Raptor Max.
Proven?
You want field proven? No, you want it's the field proven Raptor. That's the poly call.
The field proven. Yeah. For some reason, I was looking at JT calls, and I'm like, whew, they get a little expensive.
Just get the SFX, and you'll be all right.
That's the beginner call, and it actually sounds pretty good. It's $120 though.
I gotta be easy. I just spent $200 on the that kit for this 930, so we'll see.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll see what it does. I don't. I got some speculation.
Just get the field proven Raptor so you can start working on something.
Yeah. They I did see that the OR threes or whatever, they will be out, and it says 3 to 5 business days, even though they don't have technically a phone line for them, but we'll see.
Yeah, I gotta get new guts for my short fuse.
Oh, really?
They fell out. Yeah, they fell out last season. The I found the little like red insert that goes in it, but I couldn't find the reed, and it fell out when I had my calls inside my waders. So I'm hoping it got lodged up underneath the little foot thing, but probably not.
Yeah, send that back to JT.
Yeah, fix my shit.
Let's say I'm sitting here thinking we got to do some. We got to do some patterning here soon. Go ahead, Chris.
That call that you were referencing last week, I literally just thought of the name. It's Singleton.
Yes, Singleton.
The Singleton call. And boy, it sounds sweet. Or at least I like it.
Buy it.
If I had the money. I ain't got the money for that. Let's look it up. Singleton.
See, they're high tech. They're on the phones. I'm using my phone to be in this chat.
I'm ordering this call right now, so I don't forget.
I'll still talk to y'all out there in TV land.
There you go.
TV land.
I still got my table manners about me.
Yeah, it's $100. $100 for a Singleton cut down.
I can't even see it. Field proven, order confirmed. There it is.
Look at that, y'all.
Did you get the acrylic?
Yeah, ivory acrylic.
Did you really get the acrylic?
No, I got the poly.
Oh.
I just spent $200 on this. I don't know, this OR3 stuff. We'll see how it goes on the 930.
So, but here's the thing, though, and a lot of people can say this about like duck hunting in general. I mean, that stuff you can use, like, if you take care of it, you can use it for years. It's not like going out and blowing it on like booze or gambling or something like that. Like, once you bought it, you can use it. So,
but roulette tables are fun.
Nah. Nah.
God.
Man.
I think we'll have a good year this year. I got a lot of confidence.
South Carolina is going to get pounded with ducks. All the way down to South Carolina. 100% guaranteed. I got a bet going. And then Virginia, y'all are probably going to get iced up a lot. So I think the river stuff is probably going to get toned down come December timeframe, like mid-December.
We get out in fields then.
Yeah.
Like the past 2 years, that's when we started hitting the fields. Like that's the thing. Like I haven't really hit the river much late season just because we've been, and that's another thing about how you save money is keeping that journal like we talked about before. So like I'm going like through and like matching up, weather conditions and stuff like that, and looking like at the numbers from when I was hunting on the river as opposed to when I was hunting. Excuse me, all day. Hunting the fields, and the fields are exponentially higher than the river.
Mm-hmm.
So
now when are they cutting that soybean down? When's the harvest
that's
coming for that?
that's probably going to be the first part of October. So we'll miss residential on the fields, but once they cut that down, what we'll do is we'll go out there and we'll place our blind out there and then brush it in so they can start getting used to it. And we want to make leave it up, take the benches out there. I want to make like a little table to put in there to put like our gear on. Actually, I want to make a couple tables, like to put like gear and shells and stuff like that on, and then like one to cook on. So
I need to find some. I want to find some black pull floaties so we can put around the edges there. So when we're leaning our guns up against, we're not leaning up against that steel wire. I scratched the hell out of my barrel last year.
Pipe insulation.
Yeah, that's it. There you go. Yeah, pipe insulation for HVAC. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's another thing on a budget. What did he build? We built the whole blind for what, $60?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's the thing. Like, you can make stuff like that, and you can save money, but it takes time. Like, $60 for the cattle panel, the time to build it. But excuse me, it took, several hours to brush it in. So while you're saving money, you're robbing Peter to pay Paul. You're saving money, but you're spending more time out there to brush it in. So you got to figure out what your time is equal to.
You got to pull floats and spray paint them.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah, I need to. But
to go back to the soybean thing before we get too off topic on the field, I did a research project on that last week, and the soybean was assigned to me, so I had to like read all into it, what it's used for, and all that sort of stuff. And Justin, you should go out there and pick you some right now, and go ahead and bust them out of their pods. And apparently, if you boil them, they taste real good. You can actually make a meal out of it.
Yeah. I mean, like when I was working out, a lot of the protein I was taking was like a soy based protein, but you got to be careful with how much soybean you ingest because it actually has estrogen in it.
Yeah.
I see it there. Yep.
But I mean, they use it for like the actual edible soy that we have now is a byproduct of something else, like a plastic or a fuel additive or whatever. So
yeah, but yeah, the beans, from what I was reading too, it gets all the way into fire extinguisher fluid.
Yeah,
I didn't know that. So
yeah, they use
I read like a whole paragraph on that.
Yep.
I mean, I hate soybean fields and I would never want to hunt over one, but as for the usage of the soybean, pretty cool.
I still like corn.
Oh yeah, corn any day.
We'll see how it goes this year.
You got to get some corn decoys too, Stalls, while you're ordering.
Yeah, get those yellow plastic ones.
I was gonna say we always go down there. Carolina.
I think Avery makes them.
I mean, we could always go down to North Carolina. We got thousands of acres we can hunt in North Carolina. It's just the fact of spending that $110 damn on that license.
Be down there at the bank, so I'll just pack my shotgun and go there after the beach.
So it's only 2 hours from the beach. Just run inland 2 hours.
I want one of them Stalls farm cats like you used to have.
I got some of that still. They're somewhere. I got them. We can go out there and go. That was the only time I ever limited on doves was in North Carolina out there on the cornfield that was just freshly cut.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody limited. I mean, we had hundreds of doves just stacked.
Yeah.
Stacking bodies.
Yeah.
I'm doing something different for dove season this year. So
Not doing it.
no, I'm gonna walk around with the steel shot number 4s, and if I see geese, shooting them. If I see dove, shooting them. And I'm pretty sure squirrel season's in too. See a squirrel, shooting him too. And I'm literally gonna walk this entire WMA that holds all of them. So
Oh God.
it's gonna be a mixed bag for sure.
There you go. Brunswick stew.
I think the whole just like sitting still for me with dove, I don't know. It's not going to interest me. So I feel like if I jump them up off the field and out of the trees and stuff like that, I think I'll probably be a little bit more successful than just sitting in one spot.
Yep. You gonna paint your shotgun this year?
I was considering it. I took a screenshot of something on Instagram that I saw that Rob Robertson did, and I liked it. So I might mimic it.
I was gonna say that's your highest viewed video, isn't it? The how to Benelli.
Yeah, I think it's got like 5,000 views or something like that.
It's like 7,000 now.
Is it? I haven't looked in a while.
They got look at those damn corn decoys here.
They work.
They got green on them though.
Now you look wrong.
Yeah, these aren't Flambeau outdoors. You ever use those decoys?
Yeah, Flambeau. Yeah,
Flambeau.
Yeah, that's like your Walmart brand.
Yeah, but I say they got 6-packs for $37 on Amazon.
No. You can get a dozen GHGs from Max Prairie Wings for like 12 or 16 or something like that.
Mojo Elite Series Floater Spinning Wing Duck Decoy. Don't buy that.
So.
Do not buy that. Y'all need to get those able work on those geese. That's what we're working on.
I'll make the flag.
What if I took those corn decoys and threw them out there in a swamp or in like a bunch of buckbrush? Do you think that yellow would catch their eye and then think that there's corn down there?
Possibly.
Actually, yeah. Wait. Why am I looking at corn decoys? I'm just seeing some yellow spray paint and some blocks.
You're just gonna see the yellow, right? And spray painted on like.
I'm not going to show what I got right here, but I got a tall boy can that I bet you I can spray yellow and throw out there in the damn field.
True.
We talking about saving money on this episode, so
I don't know, man.
Some tall boy cans.
Them geese probably smell that pumpkin spice latte and that top, and probably fly away.
They don't smell that mango seltzer right now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Matt say he has a couple bushels.
There you go.
Oh, God, game warden be all over us. Well,
yeah.
You know what? We had Joe Biden fly over and Virginia State Police mark us. They never stopped us then, so I don't even think the game warden's going to touch us this year.
Probably don't care. He's too busy hitting Phelps.
They had us marked up. Yeah, I'm telling you, every time Phelps or Rappahannock River, you're getting checked. I don't care where you're at. You're getting checked.
There you go. Look at this one.
Kids, food, toys. We go on Amazon right now.
Mm-hmm.
Corn toy.
And price match and all that stuff. What I was thinking though is getting a pool noodle for that, and cut them about the length of what the corn is. You know, like when it's yellow, and either buying it yellow or just buying it just in general, cutting it, and then spray paint it, yellow matte. And then you can stake it down to the ground so that way it doesn't fly away.
Yep.
Oh, just an idea.
Right.
We gotta do something here.
Now, would it flare birds? I don't think so.
Yeah, so Midway, it's cheaper actually on Midway. So comparing prices, Midway has the Avery Field corn pack for 12 of them for $17 versus $1.42 per one.
That's a steal.
Yeah.
There you go. Order 8 packs.
Yeah, yes, sir. Order right now. Let me go ahead and
No, seriously though, an extra pack might actually work good.
how many packs you want? 2? So 2 dozen corn?
Yeah, there you go. That'll give us 3 dozen.
Go to cart. Whoa, $66.
Them
Midway
geese, they're
wants
going to be looking for that too.
They want $15 to ship it on Midway.
That's where they get you.
$15? That's more than the actual price of the unit.
Discount code military. Oh, that don't work.
Yeah.
I approve of this message.
Lord, does he have where's Larry Potterfield at right now? I hope he's watching us right now with Midway USA. I like his videos. Larry Potterfield makes some good videos, but Larry, you can't be charging me $15. You gotta give me some discount codes.
Yeah. I just use real corn cobs. That's what TRI said.
Can't be doing this. Some of us have clearances. Some of us have jobs that we can't get in trouble with. We gotta play straight and narrow.
I got a few more months, guys. You gotta stay on the straight and narrow.
Except for some guys who want to shoot dove with lead shot. We ain't gonna talk about that though.
I've always shot doves with lead shot.
Policy, so I gotta watch my P's and Q's.
On the lead. All right, so I'll take the heat for it. All right, I shoot dove with lead. On the box that I buy from Walmart, it has pictures of doves on it. I'm sorry. So it is what it is. I don't know.
Oh, you know what? I actually had 3 dozen in my cart. All right, begin checkout.
Well, Zach's wife's gonna be like, "No more YouTube Live for you. You keep buying shit every time you get on there."
Mm-hmm.
We'll be all right.
I'm Larry Potterfield.
Thank you for your business. He's got great. I'm telling you, he's such a nice guy. Such a nice guy.
Double.
See, Matt uses lead shot too.
Yeah.
And he's in South Carolina.
Our reg says that the dove is a migratory bird, and I got to talk to the game warden. So
yeah,
if I see one out and about, I'm going to ask them because I don't know. I still don't believe it.
I don't believe it either.
I will say, around our area, I've had nothing but positive experience with all of our game wardens locally here, and I will say that we
so
have.
Chris.
I'm not BSing. I'm not BSing. We do have some good ones around here. They've always been super nice to me. Same with North Carolina. Super nice, respectful. Now, some of you outlaws over here shooting dove with lead shot and stuff, and poor birds with lead poisoning.
I've not had any good run-ins with Virginia game wardens. Virginia game wardens, I swear they have a tracker on my car. Even in Maryland, They'd always check me, always out there checking me.
I told you that truck was bad luck. That's why you had to get rid of it.
I haven't gotten in trouble since.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you.
I got priors.
Huh?
I said I got priors.
I know.
Oh god.
It's still on my record too. For y'all that are watching, it's mainly all my people I talk to all the time. TRI. I probably gotta get your information so that way I can talk to you on Facebook or something. But so I hunted this property in Virginia, and I happen to have permission to deer hunt as well. So I had slugs on me while I was duck hunting. And obviously, I'm not going to shoot a duck with a slug. Anybody that could do that, my hat's off to you. So while I was hunting, I assumed the lady forgot that she gave me permission to hunt there. Well, she saw my vehicle and she called the police and told them that I was trespassing on her property. And I didn't know about any of this until obviously I came paddling up on my kayak off of her pond that you can actually see where I was sitting from her like kitchen window. I come paddling up. Meanwhile, she's in the woods saying hello, like really loud. I don't know. It's really strange. I paddle up to my truck and the police officer is leaning up against the front of my truck. You know, I was like, hey, how y'all doing? And they're like, hey, you got permission to hunt here? I said, yes, sir, I do. And I have it on GoPro of me asking for permission and, you know, saying yes and all that sort of stuff. So I had proof. Well, they didn't care about that because the landowner said that she didn't give me permission, yada, yada, yada. So she ends up coming back. She's like, oh, it's you? If I would have known that, you know, this wouldn't be an issue, blah, 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 blah. Well, how come you parked here and how come you're hunting today? Because you're only allowed to hunt during the weekdays. What person can hunt on the weekdays that is an actual 9-to-5 worker? Anyway, so, you know, I told her, I was like, you know, I'm sorry, try to be respectful. I didn't raise my voice. And she's going irate. Police officer tells her to go back. The police officer tells me that I have to sit there until the game warden comes out because this is a fish and wildlife incident. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, like, well, here it is. I'm done. I'm done for. Like, might as well just put me in handcuffs and take me on to jail, get this over a little bit faster. He comes out there, and of course, he's all pissy because it's like almost 8 o'clock at night by this point. And he goes to check my gun, and of course, I have a plug in it, so he couldn't get me for that. I gave him steel shot. That's what I gave him. But because I had a slug shell in my my little hand warmer vest thing, that's what he got me for. And then he wanted to check my truck. After he found that, he was like, well, I have to, you know, check your truck now because you have, you know, shot on you that you're not supposed to have. He found the box of slugs and said that he could give me a ticket for each individual slug that I had. And then he tried to say that I wasn't wearing my PFD, but he wasn't there. So I had to get the police officer to vouch for me that I was actually wearing my life vest while paddling the kayak. He just wanted to like rack it on up. So he ended up busting me with it's a misdemeanor, being a felony crime, but it's a misdemeanor in the state of Virginia with hunting with hunting with toxic shot or whatever, however they word it. So
you unsportsmanlike piece of shit.
Yep. Just trying to put meat on the table, and Lord forbid.
Oh man.
And did I kill ducks that day? No.
That's all right. My wife cried when we were on a little boat out there at the local pond, lake here, and game warden came through, and she was out there fishing without a license. She said, I'm a criminal now. I was like, you said damn fishing without a license. You're okay. That was my only bad experience. They were just hitting me, trying to get as much as they could.
But yeah, I've been checked out here in Tennessee. This last season, I think I got checked 8 times. So the first time that I saw her, it was a female, and she almost destroyed the spring in my 870 because she's like, you see her on video. I got it on video. She's taking her thumb and like jamming it, like trying to get the third shell to like fit inside my magazine. Yeah.
All you gotta do is shake it. You can hear it in the gun.
Yeah.
I mean,
and then she tried to give me a ticket for not having a WMA stamp, which you don't need if you have like the full like the big package that Tennessee offers.
right.
So I paid like $150 for it or something like that, and it covers like everything. And she was like, "Well, where's your WMA stamp?" And I was like, "You don't need that. Like, pretty sure you don't need that." But you know, of course, this is like my second or third season hunting in Tennessee, so. But she ended up just, I guess, forgetting about it because there was like 15 of us out there in that hole that day.
Mm-mm.
All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna get off here. So.
Okie doke.
All
I
right.
appreciate you coming on.
Yep. Y'all have a good night.
All right, Justin.
Yeah, we're sitting at
All right.
an hour and 20 minutes.
You out of here?
Huh?
I said, you out of here?
If you want to end the show,
yeah, I'll go ahead and end it.
It's up to you, bud.
All right. Well, Zach, I appreciate you coming on tonight.
We'll see you on the next one.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, bud.
All right, man. All right, everybody. I appreciate each and every one of y'all that have been sticking by me in the chat. Matt, I'm sitting here reading yours. Yeah, I should have took it to court, but being that I was stationed up in Maryland at the time, I working with Virginia court systems and then driving all the way down there is like a 2.5, 3 hour drive. Yeah, and I was on recruiting, so yeah, calling contest. Being I was on recruiting, like getting time off was like impossible up there. So. But I guess I'll go ahead and hop off here. Like I said, I appreciate everyone that watches and tunes in every single week. Again, we'll be doing this pretty much every Wednesday until I mean, unless if this season really messes it up. But I don't really plan on hunting on Wednesday, so we'll keep it with Wednesday nights. And then my weekly uploads, I was sticking with Fridays, but now I've like transitioned to Monday and Tuesdays just because of the algorithm. And all right, TRI. I'll see you later, man. Yeah. So I got a few videos in the shoot ready to be dropped. And yeah, ready for the season. But anyways, I'll go ahead and yeah, Matt, I'll give you a call as soon as I get done off of this. But thank you. I've been Chris, Zach, and Justin. Y'all have fun. Stay safe out there. And we'll see you again next week.